to all of our witnesses. Let's start the questioning. And Mr. Tanago, I want to start with something that you said about these companies and your experience. You said that they often complain that it's just too expensive to take any sort of enforcement action or deterrence action. Can you just elaborate on that? I mean, what's been your experience when working with these major platforms that often are hosting the streaming that you were talking about, for example?
Well, the quote that I referenced comes from Julie Inman Grant, Australia's e-safety commissioner. And thankfully, Australia has had a robust Online Safety Act and regulatory powers for several years now. And so e-safety has been engaging with tech companies to understand what are they doing to address CSAM, what are they not doing. I think one of the most powerful things was in 2022 when e-safety published summaries of transparency notice responses. And specific to the question of what were companies doing to address live stream child sexual abuse, almost all of them said nothing. They weren't detecting it, they weren't disrupting it, they weren't reporting it. And I think that quote comes from her continual engagement with these companies to try to understand why. Why would you ever look the other way when there's an active crime scene happening on your platform, through your services, and you have the technology to detect it in real time? And so apparently what she has been told is it's too expensive, which tells me that their priorities are absolutely backwards.
What a great way to put it. They are absolutely backwards. And I want to just highlight what you said there, that the companies complain frequently that, oh, it's just too expensive for us. They're not disrupting, they're not detecting, they're not deterring. And yet, in 2023, Meta had a profit, not revenues, profits, of $23 billion. Google, $60 billion in profits in 1 year. Apple, $97 billion in profits. Amazon, $27 billion in profits. So don't tell me that they don't have the wherewithal financially to disrupt, detect, and report. They absolutely do. The truth is, they don't want to do it. And right now, they're really not compelled to do it. I want to show everybody a picture of a young girl. This is a profile of what is a young woman who's clearly underage. You can just hold it up, guys. Let's have a look at this. So here is what appears to be the picture of a young girl whose birthday, by the way, indicated that she was a minor. Now, the thing about this girl is it's fake. The New Mexico Attorney General created this profile as part of that office's investigation into the behavior of these online platforms. So they create a profile with a date of birth that clearly indicates she is a minor, she is underage. And what does she get from this Facebook profile? What does she get? She was immediately barraged with friend requests from men between the ages of 18 to 40. Request after request uses sexually aggressive languages. This account received numerous sexually explicit chat messages each week, often with images, sexually explicit images from the men who were messaging her. The account received an offer to be a sugar baby for $5,000 a week. The account was added to a chat group focused on cultivating young girls between the ages of 12 and 16 for sexual exploitation. And get this, this girl was also, this profile was also served up Instagram video content featuring other young girls between the ages of 13 and 16. Meaning what? Meaning that Facebook's own algorithm knew she was underage, knew that there was sexual exploitation and sexually suggestive messages happening back and forth. The algorithm knew that and served up additional sexually exploitative content. The girl was also served an Instagram advertisement for a law firm representing trafficking survivors. The ultimate irony. Now, of course, if this girl had really existed, could she have brought suit against Facebook? Not a chance. The law currently prevents it. And yet, Facebook's own algorithm, they own Instagram, Facebook's own algorithm recognizes her as underage, recognizes the child sexual abuse content going on, recognizes that she may be a victim of child sexual abuse, and therefore sends her referrals for attorneys who work in this space. What should that tell us? Their algorithms are absolutely capable of identifying potentially sexually abusive material, totally capable of identifying when there's potential grooming going on, and yet they say, Mr. Tanoga, as you said, they say all the time, oh, we just don't have the resources to do it. In fact, what they want to do is monetize people like this. They benefit currently financially from sexual exploitation. And this is why it is so important. It is so important to allow victims, actual victims. Thank goodness this girl doesn't exist. But there are literally millions like her, as you know from your own experience, Ms. Sines, millions like her who are being exploited, sadly, as we sit here today in this committee room, who feel as if they have no recourse. And sadly, under our current law, they have very little recourse. It's time to give victims like this the